Good morning. Today is April 16th, 2019. My name is Ryan Rydell, and I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I am gay. I am married to a man. I'm very happy about that. So today I figured I would talk about something that I've done a ton of times that I feel bad about. That as LGBTQ people, a lot of us have had to fight back. And a lot of it was not nice fighting back. But what I did was very self-indulgent, I guess you would say, or in the case of self-preservation. So back in the day, I used to have conversations with Barbara, my mother, and in those conversations, just between the two of us, for her to acknowledge that I was in pain, or to acknowledge that I was hurting, or that she had done something rude, she would need the explanation of how and why, but she would also need almost like tribute of some kind to engage in this conversation, to be like, well, why should I even bother? Like, what can you give me that would want me to engage in this conversation? And what that always ended up being was I would use conversations, private conversations with my siblings, and I would use the intimate things that they had told me about their marriages, their parenting, their mental health, their fears, their whatever they were upset or sad about. And I would use those things against them, not because I was mad or angry, but because I was trying to get someone who I was promised who was supposed to love me no matter what, to love me. So I feel bad that I did this to my siblings. I mean, when LGBT people talk about fighting for relationships with family, I don't know how many of them had to sell out their siblings to even hope to have a relationship with their parents. And I know some of the things that I told to Barbara were things that caused rifts in relationships with my siblings. And it was, and I think it even affected some of the relationships sibling to sibling, because one sibling would be like, did you say this? And I would always say, no, I never said that. And because I was like, I need more dirt on you so that I can hope to have a relationship with Barbara. So for me, I know that that was very self-indulgent of myself, like self-preservation, trying to take care of myself, because I felt like they had so much better relationships with her, which they did. And even their worst relationship was 100 times better than my best relationship with her. I mean, I'm sorry about that. I really am. For the idea for me is it came from a place of hurt and want that we as members of the church our families are so important to us. And all I can think of is I was trying to make someone toxic super positive in my life, and that doesn't work. It's not going to work, and we need to figure out new relationships. I think families are important. Families can be together forever, but sometimes you need distance, and sometimes you need to heal, and sometimes you need to take accountability of what you've actually done. And I think it's important, to being self-reflective and understanding who and what you are. I know I am, and I'm trying to be. So I hope everyone else is realizing what is it that you've done to cause rifts in your family, so that you can heal and they can heal on both sides.